I accept my godhood. I focus on thoughts of supremacy and spectacular fortune. Only the noblest, highest, greatest things. I cultivate a mood of perfection and supreme brilliance. I imagine higher and higher heights of excellence. I rise naturally over all that is unworthy. I am greatness. I am perfection. I take flight on wings of glory. I feel the naked reality of my godhood. I am ascendant. I am transcendent. I awaken my godhood.
Worship me!
Oh, Hollywood celebrities. I mean, we all know that they're probably the single dumbest collection of people, the single most out of touch individuals on the planet who still think that regular people give a damn what they have to say. It's a really sad state. Stan culture, I think, is actively damaging society. People worshiping these celebrities because why? Because they play a comic book character that they like in a movie. Somehow they understand geopolitics. I mean, there was an unending deluge of absolute idiocy coming out of Hollywood during the early days of the COOF. Things like Gal Gadot singing Imagine and thinking that that was going to go over well. And all of her celebrity friends, not one of them told her that this is a ridiculous thing. Madonna taking a bath in what was like milk and rose petals, talking about how the world was forever going to be changed. No. These are the same idiots that gathered maskless and forced the help to wear masks recently at the Met Gala and at the Emmys, and now they have penned a letter to world leaders on how they should be handling the plebs, the sheep. Because we all know that the COOF does not affect the rich. It doesn't, unless they get it, which is extraordinarily unlikely. They also have access to the unendingly advancing medical treatment, stuff that you and I could never get. Joe Rogan taking micro nanobots or whatever it is that he took, clean nanobots to clean his blood out. We'll never get access to that. The COOF will never affect the rich, yet they think they have the strongest and best opinions on it. Now, if I could find a way to filter out what celebrities say, you know what? I'm going to talk to the guys over at Private Internet Access. They're a VPN sponsor for this channel. I think that I want to see if I can have them build in a feature to block out any celebrity opinions and just have it say like celebrity opinion disregard, and you press the button. By the way, if you don't have VPN, I know everybody you watch probably talks about them. It allows you to access region-locked content. It allows you to protect your data, which is the number one reason I use it, to browse anonymously. It allows you to really take your data back. And Private Internet Access has been sponsoring this channel for, months and months and months. They have a massive discount. It's like 80% off. So if you don't have it yet, I'm going to leave a link with my promo code in the description below. Make sure you pick it up before the end of the day. I'm not sure how long the sale's going to last. Now, Hollywood celebs send letter to world leaders on how to handle the COOF. Wow. Before we read the letter, let's see who some of the galaxy brains on this are. Well, I don't know any of these people. Richard Gere, he's still alive? Anne Hathaway? Imagine signing Joel McHale, Alyssa Milano. You know what? Eva Longoria. You know what I don't see on this list is anybody with the name Doctor. in front of their name. Oh, Sarah Silverman. Thank you, Sarah Silverman. Didn't you just gather maskless in a large gathering that you would call, if they were poor, if the poors were doing it, the press would be calling it a super spreader event. But since these elites do it, it's fine. I mean, Sarah Silverman, you've got, two very, very nice things about you, and that's about it. I think most of your opinions are so ill-informed. I remember when you took a picture of a construction spray paint marking and you were 100% sure it was a swastika? That's the same person. This week, scores of Hollywood celebrities published an open letter to world leaders advising them on how to deal with the COOF. The celebrities included Sierra, Richard Gere, Anne Hathaway, Eva Longoria, Alyssa Milano, and Sarah Silverman. The letter was organized by a global nonprofit, The Care, the New York Post reported. Model Iman, I don't know who that is the organization's global advocate and helped urge leaders to increase their poke efforts. Wow. Thank you, Hollywood. Here's the letter. The COOF is now a man-made problem of apathy. Only 2% of people in low and middle class income countries where nearly 4.5 billion people live have received the poke. Millions already have passed, thousands more continue, and yet the poke remains out of reach. We call on global leaders gathering at the 76th session of the United States General Assembly to make 7 billion poke doses available before the end of 2021. Well, who's going to pay for that? Is Hollywood going to pay for that? There's probably enough money floating around in Hollywood. No. It's the poors again. Les poors are going to be the ones that pay for it. An additional 7 billion doses by mid-2022 to poke 70% of the world by next summer. Sign the petition to Joe Biden. Let's take a look at the petition. It's curious that they don't tell me any numbers of people that have signed it. To get this done, the world community must also invest in last mile delivery systems, public education, frontline healthcare workers, you mean heroes, to get pokes from the tarmacs into arms. Millions of doses could go to waste because low-income countries don't have the support they need to get the pokes to vulnerable people. Is the COOF a problem in Africa? I don't know. Is it a problem in areas where it's really hot all the time? I suppose it is a problem in India, so maybe it's more about large gathering places than like the temperatures. Again, I'm not a doctor. I don't know. Why are celebrities? I mean, none of us are safe until all of us are safe. Thanks, Hollywood. I think it's really awesome what you're doing, Hollywood. I think it's great. Again, these are the very same people. Maskless Met Gala scene with face-covered servers waiting on liberal swells, mocked as a double standard by Bill Maher. Do the germs know who the good people are? Well, they certainly think so. Why are this is such a weird Hunger Games thing. How are you looking at this? And you have the help forced to wear masks. Real-time host Bill Maher tonight during his panel segment on the show criticized what he saw as a disconnect at this week's Met Gala in New York. He flashed on the screen a number of photos from the glitzy event showing maskless guests being attended to by staffers who were wearing masks. Maher asks if these kinds of tableau are becoming common in 2020 as people navigate to return to the norms that feel anything but normal. I noticed something in the gala photos, Maher said, that I've seen having been to a few parties since everything happened, and that is that people are going to parties don't wear masks, but the servers do. There's something about that that's not liberal to me. These are the liberal swells of the world, but if we're all poked, do the germs know who the good people are? It seems a little wrong. Panelist Dan Savage, a writer and podcaster, agreed it seemed a little security theatery and that you're not going to get any pushback from me, but he, setting aside the optics, proceeded to advocate the devil's advocate view could be at least a degree of mask wearing in a group settings does limit transmission. But let's just make the help wear the masks, Maher replied. That's the liberal approach. When Savage again pointed out that a large amount of the scientific research supports the notion that masks are effective, Maher responded, yes, that's why surgeons wear them. He noted that in San Francisco Marathon recently decided to require runners to wear masks while competing in the race. Now that's just powerful stupid, he said. Who has been poked but still has symptom-free bout with the who has been poked but had a symptom-free bout with the coof last spring has not spoken out against masks as a general safety measure, but he has grumbled about them often, in the particular questioning wearing them outdoors, including related joke in the night's opening monologue. This is the same thing here. The producer of the Emmys gets angry that Seth Rogen made fun of him. Emmy producer calls Seth Rogen's coof comments deeply frustrating. I mean, what? This is the same people that, again, they don't live by the same rules, but yet our government and our society seems to continue to raise them above everyone else, and it's just pathetic. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.